put something in your hands with free shipping and handling, and with the best easy pay we do at 6 easy payments that could give you part of your life back, at least emotionally, wouldn't you give it a try? With me right now is Randy Valicki. It's so great to have you here.
It's great to be
Thank you.
here.
Good to see you.
Good to
Happy
see you
New
too.
Year.
Happy New Year.
We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear from you, not only because we want to hear what this has done for you, but because there's a lot of people who are sitting home who are just like you, who are embarrassed, who don't want to talk about it, and who don't think anything could work for them. And if it's worked for you, you can help them. Let's pay it forward in the new year and help other people. So our testimonial lines will be open. Randy, what is this going to do and how long is it going to take?
Well, it's for hereditary hair loss is what it's for. It can actually help regrow the hair that you have lost, either man or woman, from hereditary factors. Okay, like you said earlier, 80 million men and women suffer from this type of hair loss.
And about a third of that, if not more, is women.
Yeah, 30 million women.
Wow.
So a large number of women suffer. You know, I get phone calls all the time. They're saying, you know, Randy, I've got hereditary hair loss. You know, is there anything I can do about it? I say, absolutely. The HairMax is what you can do about it because it is clinically tested and an FDA-cleared medical device to regrow that hair back. And
it's not a messy cream. It's not a pill. It's not painful. And look at what the results have been.
Remarkable results. This woman had receding hair around the hairline. You know, you think about that as a guy, typically having that type of hairline. Could you imagine being a woman and having that type of hair loss? You can't wear your hair back anymore. You're very, very embarrassed when you go out in public. Look how HairMax has grown that hair back.
And that's in 26 weeks. Now, you could see results earlier, and we are giving you a 120-day love it or return it guarantee.
Right, and then 120 days, you will start to see that new hair grow in. And if you don't see that new hair grow in, send it back and we'll replace your money.
Look at the man. This is the man.
This is a man, yep.
Look at that in 26 weeks. That's huge.
Receding hairline, he's got that little mark there where we saw how far it was up on his forehead. Now that hair is growing back in, it's filling in that empty spots, and he's getting his life back.
The name of the day is New Beauty, New You, and we're encouraging you to try something different in 2015. I'm encouraging you to try to take a step away from the emotional pain that you might feel if you have hereditary hair loss. I'm so blessed that I've never gone through it, but I've had family members and friends who have had, and as women especially, and I know the men it's the same way, but as women especially, you can't put a hat on to cover it up. It's something that keeps you in the home. So give it a try. You've got 120 days. Today, as a part of this event, we're doing things that we don't usually do, such as free shipping and handling.
Yep.
Saves you more than $11. The best easy pay we do, 6 easy payments, so you're paying just about $2 a day for the next 6 months to try this out. And you've got a 120-day love it or return it guarantee on this. I do need to warn you, we sold out of our original quantities on this. So all gone, more than 98,000 of those. We have some more back in stock, but you've got to try it now. Think about the summer, think about the fall. If you would have started this in 7 to 10 days when you get it home, by the summer, by the fall, you could not complain about the hereditary hair loss.
You couldn't. You know, you say that. I ran into somebody yesterday, and they overheard me talking that I worked for HairMax. I was going to be on QVC this morning. And they said to me, oh, yeah, you're the guy on HairMax. You know, I saw that 6 months ago, and I wanted to try it. And, you know, Randy, look at this thinning I've got in my hair. And I looked at the top of her head, and I said, you know what? If 6 months ago, if you would have bought HairMax, you wouldn't be showing me the thinning on your hair, right? So, you know, you look at the show, you say, can this work for me? All you've got to do is give it a try. 120 days to try it for yourself to see if it will help to regrow your hair.
And time is so fleeting and it's so precious, so don't put it off another month. I do want to let you know there are certain people that this will and will not work for, so we're going to walk over to the monitor and we can show you exactly the types of hair that we are talking about here.
It is for hereditary hair loss. Doctors refer to hereditary hair loss as something called androgenetic alopecia. And what that means is andro meaning hormonal, changes in your hormones, and genetic means that you have a hereditary disposition to that type of hair loss. The type of hair loss can affect women during menopause. Okay, so if you're going through that stage in life and you're starting to lose your hair, HairMax could be for you. Check with your doctor if you're not for sure. But this is an animation that shows the thinning areas in your scalp before HairMax. We put in dots to show how the HairMax can fill in those thinning areas. In our clinical research, there was 129 new hairs per square inch. This represents 129 new hairs, and see how those thinning areas are covered up with new hair growing in.
Wow, that's impressive. I mean, that's after 26 weeks. You're actually seeing new hair. It's not masking it. You're not combing it over. It's actually growing new hairs. And here's the studies.
Right, 90% of the men and women actually saw their hair grow back. Kirsten, so think about that. You know, we're asking you to give this a try to see if you can grow your hair back. And if it works on 90% of the women in the studies, it's got a great chance you can work on you too.
And you know what? You've got 120 days to try it.
Right.
There's no real risk in that. You just use your easy pay, 6 easy payments, and try it for 120 days and love it or return it. How often am I using it real quick?
3 times a week for 11 minutes. And all you're doing is you're brushing
That's 33 minutes of your week. That's nothing.
So simple. It's, you know, I do mine in bed. I lay down, I get comfortable, put my arm up on a pillow, and I just hold it in one spot there, and it's got a little beep. And when it beeps, you just move it. It beeps, you move it. It beeps, you move it. Now, Kirsten, do you feel anything? I'm going to put it here against.
No, you don't.
There isn't any heat. There isn't any pain, any tingling, and it is clinically tested to regrow your hair.
We're going to take a phone call in a second, but first, take a look at what you could see. The before and afters. Really, do you see yourself in the before in this? See what happens after 26 weeks.
So many women suffer from this type of hair loss. They look in the mirror, their hair is getting thinner. As we age, we lose hair, and if you have hereditary hair loss, it doesn't all grow back. With HairMax, you can bring back that youthful look you had years and years and years ago.
And then this is in the men. Is this a man?
This is a gentleman here. And if you look at that before, his hair isn't even long enough to cut, right? He didn't have to go to the barber shop. Now, the bad news in the after picture is he has to go get his hair cut, which is actually great news.
There's a reason why this was mentioned in New Beauty, In Style Magazine, Allure, GQ, Dr. Oz, because it works. Yes. And we're letting you try it for a few months with an extended love it or return it guarantee, just to make sure, because we know that this is something that can be so emotional. Dina is giving us a call from California. How are you?
Hi, Dina.
Good morning. Sorry, I just opened my eyes, haven't had my coffee yet, but I saw this on. I said, I got to talk about it. I got to tell my story.
Tell us your story.
I got this, it's been probably 6 months ago, because I think I had the 6 easy pays, and I'm done paying for it. And I had the ponytail baldness that you were talking about, really bad.
Yeah.
I went through menopause, probably about 30 years ago, a surgical early menopause. I also have hereditary female baldness in the family, and I thought I was just doomed. Nothing seemed to be working for me. Within 2 months of using this, I could feel little stubbles coming in.
See that?
And now it's been like 5 or 6 months. The whole left side where the baldness was is totally covered, and the right side is just about totally covered.
Wow.
Wow, isn't that great?
Yeah, if I don't quit playing with the new hair, it'll probably stay in, but I just keep touching it and playing with it. Going, look, I have hair, I have hair.
Yes, because you had a thin spot there in the past. You're like, wow, now I've got hair there. And you feel it coming in, and you're playing with it. And you can style it or color it just like your real hair.
Yep, I could, I don't
It is your real hair, right. It is your real hair, yeah. Oh, that's great.
Dina, emotionally, what did the before and now after, how did you feel?
Oh, amazing. I was a distance runner for many, many years, so a ponytail and working out in the gym like 3 days a week. So a ponytail was my everyday style. And to have these bald spots was just really embarrassing. You know, you could only comb it over so much in that area. It just wouldn't work. So it's done a lot. I had the freedom to wear my hair any way I like now.
Oh,
yes,
wonderful.
It actually brings you back to have the freedom to wear your hair when you were young, because having that hair back makes you look younger and feel younger.
Yeah, and it's easy to do. I lay in bed and watch TV at night, and I do it, and it's, you know, as you said, you feel nothing. In fact, you feel so much nothing, you don't think it's really doing anything.
Right, no.
Right. But then
it's
before you
amazing.
know
Now,
it, the hair's growing back in.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I've got long hair. My hair is below the shoulder, and it's naturally curly. I can't run the comb through my hair like you show it, because I have naturally curly hair, and I can't pull the curl out. So I have to keep lifting it and moving it every 4 seconds when the beep comes. But but it still seemed to work, even though I read the direction that says, you have to pull it through very slowly. But with naturally curly hair, you can't, or you'll get a head of frizz. Right. So no, it's worked amazingly. I had a coworker who had one for many, many months, and she never used it. And when she saw my results, now she's using hers every day.
You got to use it.
You got to use it for it to work. Absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't work in the box. that's for sure.
Right. No, it
Dina,
doesn't.
thank you so much for sharing your story. I think there's a lot of people who may be at home watching, getting their cup of coffee, who didn't think there was anything out there for them, and hearing your story has helped.
Well, I need to go get my cup of coffee now, but I just wanted to say thank you for such an awesome product. It's really made a difference in my hair and in my life.
Thanks,
Oh,
Dina.
Dina, thank you for calling in.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I have a question. So now, at what point do you go to like the once-a-week maintenance? When I have the fuzz, or do I keep using it?
Keep using it for a good 6 months, then go to twice a week to about 9 months, and then once a week for maintenance mode after 9 months.
I keep forgetting one time a week, so I'm down to about 2 times a week anyway, so I'm probably right on schedule.
You're right on schedule then. So then after that, like I said, down to once a week, 11 minutes once a week to keep that hair.
That's great.
I want to keep my hair.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bye-bye, Dina. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dina.
Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I need to remind you of 6 easy payments. I need to remind you of free shipping and handling and 120 days to try it out, love it or return it guarantee. And I also need to show you who exactly it's for. If you're wondering whether or not it can help you, here's a little chart that can give you an idea.
Right, we clinically test on the charts. These are charts that doctors use to describe hereditary hair loss or female pattern thinning. We tested on the women in that gray boxed area. So if your hair loss looks like that, or look in the bottom right-hand corner, that's the type of hair loss Dina was referring to,
right,
where she's losing it right above her forehead. If your hair loss looks like that, the HairMax should work for you. If you wait till you get down there to number 3 or advanced, you know, unfortunately that hair loss is too extreme, and we didn't test it in those areas. On men as well, we clinically tested it on the men in that gray shaded area. Gentlemen, if you're along that bottom row where you're shiny and it's bald and you don't have any hair, you waited too long.
Right.
And then with any medical device, you know, we have to talk about skin tones. We tested on the very, very white skin tones right through brown skin tones. We've had success in the dark brown and black skin tones, but we just didn't test it in that area.
That's who it's for. If you need more information about that, you can go to QVC.com. I need to let you know we sold out of our original quantities not too long ago. We have more of these in, but not a whole lot. With more than 300 picked up in this show alone, I know it's something to think about, but don't think about it too long. And as Randy said, if you're watching this 6 months from now, if you would have started now, you'd have the hair. You'd have that hair. You could rid yourself of some of that pain that you might be going through, like more than 80 million people are because of hereditary hair loss. Here's a look at what it's doing in as little as 11 minutes, 3 times a week.
This is an animation of your scalp. And Kirsten, light is energy, and we found the right type of energy that the hair follicle likes. So it goes into your scalp, it restores, rejuvenates, and helps to regrow that hair that's missing. Look at all that new hair growing in.
And this is new hair.
That's new hair.
This is not just making your hair thicker. This is new hair. This is not messy creams. This is not oral pills. This is not going to a doctor's office. This is you on your major credit card, 6 easy payments with free shipping and handling, and you've got 120 days to try it.
You've got nothing to lose but more hair.
You really, that's
No,
true.
it's true, right?
Great to see you, Randy. It always
Kirsten,
is.
always good. Thank you.
If you want to see who this is for, once again, go to QVC.com. But as I mentioned, please don't wait too long on this so we can ship it to you right away. That's HairMax, 823-3847. A reminder of what we had earlier from Strivectin. Now, we did sell out of everything we had to ship to you right now. It is on an advanced order, but the good news is I was able to get you an advanced order, and it's going to ship to you on the 30th of January.